Hello, sir. Malikarjun, sir.
Yes, Srinivas sir.
Thanks, madam. Check
You
ಮಾಡಿದೆ
are audible, sir.
audio. Thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir.
ಸುಮತಿ
Yes, ma'am.
ಸುಮತಿ
Yes, ma'am.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತದ ಆಡಿಬಲ್
Not so much. A little bit more, ma'am.
ಓಕೆ ನಾವು
Little bit more if you can increase. Okay, while speaking, you'll be okay. Okay, ma'am.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, very good morning. Are we ready?
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
I think about 40
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, good morning.
Yes, sir.
We have about
Madam.
40 people. Yeah, good morning. We have about 40 people assembled. Would you like to wait for another 2-3 minutes?
Yes, sir.
For
Yes.
another 2 minutes, we wait, sir.
People are joining, sir. Just 2 minutes.
Sir, shall we start, sir?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Morning, sir. Dr. Rajarshi Mahapatra, sir.
Yeah,
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning, sir.
How are you, sir?
Fine.
Good morning,
The
sir.
experts from outside BMSIT. Good morning. Yeah, one second.
Good morning.
See, it is rotating. Keeps rotating. Maybe the speed problem. I think speed is shown.
Soumya,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
please.
Soumya, MS, Assistant Professor, Department of ETE, take the pleasure to welcome each one of you to the inauguration of AICTE-sponsored Atal FDP on Green Communication from 24th August to 28th August 2021. To mark the beginning of this FDP and take the blessings of Almighty, I request Ms. Ninada MS, student of second year, to sing the invocation song.
मामवतु श्री सरस्वती मामवतु श्री सरस्वती मामवतु श्री सरस्वती मामवतु श्री सरस्वती कामकोटिपीठ निवासिनी मामवतु श्री सरस्वती कोमलकर सरोज धृत वीणा कोमलकर सरोज धृत वीणा कोमलकर सरोज धृत वीणा सीमातीत वरवा विभूषणा मामवतु श्री सरस्वती राजाधिराज पूजित चरणा राजीव नयना रमणीय वदना राजाधिराज पूजित चरणा राजीव नयना रमणीय वदना सुजन मनोरथ पूरण चतुरा निजगळ शोभित मणिमय हार अज भव वंदित वासुदेव चरणार्पित सकल वेद सारा मामवतु श्री सरस्वती कामकोटिपीठ निवासिनी मामवतु श्री सरस्वती Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ninada, for the nice melody.
Thank you, ma'am.
Deepa Jyoti Parabrahma, Deepa Jyoti Janardana, Deepa Jyoti Namostate. With this, now let us join for the virtual light lamping to mark the beginning of this inauguration, FDP inauguration. With the inauguration, now I request our coordinator, Dr. Mallikarjuna Gowda CP, to brief about the FDP.
Yeah, good morning to one and all present here. I warmly welcome the Honorable Chief Guest Dr. M.H. Kori and our beloved Principal Dr. Mohan Babu GN and all the resource persons for this FDP, head of the departments, deans and my participants. This FDP provides a forum for the faculty members to enhance their knowledge in the field of green communication, which is involved to minimize the energy per bit, okay, which in turn will be able to reduce the emission of carbon dioxide, in turn, which will help the environment to be away from global warming. So, the main topics covered in this FDP are energy efficiency in 5G and beyond 5G, then the receiver architecture for RF energy harvesting, then energy and spectral efficient radio transceivers and access technologies, then prospects of AI and ML techniques for green communication, then there will be an hands-on training on deep learning based RF signal classification for cognitive green communication, understanding cognitive radio for green communication, and energy efficient edge computing for green 6G networks. I hope all the participants will be able to enjoy these sessions and they will be able to grasp the concepts and they will be able to in turn disseminate to the young generation throughout this FDP. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for briefing about the FDP. Now I call upon our HOD, Dr. Raju Hazare, to speak a few words on this occasion.
Thank you, madam. Good morning to each one of you present here. It's an honor and pleasure to welcome today's distinguished guest, respected principal, sir, eminent resource person from various premier institutes of the country who have joined and who are joining at different sessions of this FDP. I, Dr. Raju Hazare, HOD of ET, extend a warm welcome to each one of you for this 5-day green communication topic based FDP, which is sponsored by AICT under Atal scheme. Today's chief guest, Dr. M.H. Kori, former director of Alcatel-Lucent Technologies, who will be sharing his research and industry experience and motivating us on this growing field. Green communication on behalf of BMSIT family, I cordially welcome you, sir. Thanking you. Thank you for being with us today in spite of your busy schedule. I would like to place on record the pleasant welcome to our respected principal, Dr. Mohan Babu GN, who always encourages us to take up challenges and provide support system to realize them at BMSIT. It's an honor and privilege to welcome you, sir. Your presence is a big boost to my department, ET. I also extend a warm welcome to today's speaker, first session speaker, Dr. Rajashree Mahapatra, who has joined today, and he's from IIT Raipur. Other speakers of various sessions, and my warm welcome to Vice Principal, BMSIT, Deans of BMSIT, heads of various departments, and my dear colleagues. On behalf of BMSIT, I take this opportunity to welcome most important part of FDP, that is participants who have always shown great interest who have shown great interest and participated in this program, reminding us about how important for a teacher to keep abreast with the latest technology. Last but not the least, I wish to extend my deep appreciation to coordinator Professor Mallikarjun sir, taking lead, planning this event, and making all efforts to bring best speaker from all over the country to this Atal FDP, along with him organizing team led by Dr. Sumati and all my ETE department faculty and technical staff who have worked hard for this FDP. I'm sure this FDP on green communication is a great platform for the faculty and research scholars in this domain to upgrade their knowledge and will upgrade their knowledge, and they will have a lot of takeaways from this FDP. As wireless communication has reached new heights with increasing subscriber demands, leading to emerging of environment problems, it is becoming a challenge to maintain the required quality of service in radio frequency communication today. Green communication is capable to offer an effective solution for addressing these issues. It is a mitigation to the problem of, green communication is capable to offer effective solution for addressing issues. It mitigates to to the problem of carbon dioxide emission and better performance. Wireless networking technology with enhanced concept of cognitive radio for spectrum utilization will play a major role in this green communication. So finally, I'm of the opinion that apart from generating new knowledge, engineering institute like ours have the responsibility of developing technologies useful for mankind. This green communication is a scientific discipline as well as technology frontier with immense application. I would say that this FDP can be an eye-opening program for all the participants pursuing their research in the domain. I wish everyone a successful, safe, fruitful FDP. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. We have today the chief guest, Dr. M.H. Kori, Technical Director Retired, Alcatel-Lucent Technologies. Dr. M.H. Kori holds PhD from IIT Bombay. He is one of the leading wireless and mobile telecommunication and RF experts. He has more than 40 years of experience in telecom, RF, microelectronics, and IT field. Dr. Kori is a distinguished fellow of IETE. His area of interest includes wireless communications beyond 5G, IoT, RF, and MMIC microelectronics. His research, industrial, and academic experience include work at Alcatel-Lucent Technologies as Technical Director, Head of Wireless Division, CDOT, VP Geosoft Technologies, Head Telecom DSQ Software, Advisor Validus Technologies USA, Consultant Telecom Standards Development Society India, Technology Advisor Sage USA. He was also head of Lucent Technologies Hyderabad in the R&D unit for 5 years. His professional contributions include extensive research work in wireless and mobile communication. He has published and presented many papers in journals and conferences, conducted workshops at national and international conferences. He has been the chair, co-chair of several conferences, co-author, contributing editor, and co-editor of books conference proceedings. Dr. Kori is one of the Vice President of IETE, past TPC Chair, past Chair IETE Bangalore, Center Immediate Past Chair of International Microelectronics and Packaging Society. He is the recipient of RVCE World Telecom Day Award and IETE Batra Memorial Award. With this introduction, I request Sir to address the gathering on this occasion.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you very much for the good introduction. Good Good morning to everyone. I'm so glad the principal, Dr. Mohan Babu, is there, Dr. Govind Raju, Dr. Raju Hazare, Dr. Mallikarjun Gowda, Dr. Soumya, Dr. Sumati, and Dr. Rajashri Mahapatra from IIT. I'm so glad that you have organized this faculty development program under Atal scheme uh, on green communications. Before I start saying few words, I would like to just recollect my association with BMS Trust and BMS Education Society. Of course, my major association was with BMS College of Engineering. I think some 45 years back, I was associated with it for some time. And then I think 5 or 6 years back, or maybe 10 years back, I was also in the BMS College of Engineering in the academic council. I was a member of the academic council as the VTU nominee from the industry. So I have close association. I have close friends. Many of them are no more. Dr. Murgesh Murliar and many other people, and of course the earlier principal Mallikarjun Babu in BMS College. We were in many other committees in the VTU committees. So it is a great association, and of course BMS Institute of Technology also have visited many times and given talks under the auspices of IET and various other forums. So it's I'm very glad that I'm asked to participate in this. Since this is a small talk, I don't have a slides. I'll just briefly mention about this very apt topic which you have chosen about the green communications. Green communications is at one time we were thinking of all these aspects of green communications and few other aspects as an afterthought. We just thought, yeah, there is something else we need to add to when we start designing a system. We need, yeah, subsequently what I can do as an afterthought. But once we started moving towards and we understand, and United Nations started giving sustainable development goals, which is called as the SDGs. And once that came into the picture, and then we realized the damage that we are doing in our unlimited request demand for this data requirements and other. It's it's ironical. The UN has put these sustainable development goals, but if we don't follow that, it becomes unsustainable. UN sustainable, unsustainable goals. So we need to really look at it's not as an afterthought, it is an integral part of the whole system. So the fifth generation communication systems and then sixth generation communication systems, whatever which is likely to come, it's a little premature to say sixth generation communication system. Beyond fifth generation communication system, we have to, or we are already incorporating. In fifth generation communication system, you see the three main pillars was enhanced mobile broadband, massive machine type communication systems, and URLCC, low latency, reliable communication part of it. But the first pillar in the next generation communication system is sustainable development goals. So that is the primary first goal, and then subsequently we need to look at all other aspects of how do we do that. And then, of course, you will be definitely discussing all about aspects of the carbon footprint. It's the total amount of greenhouse gas emitted by anything, person, company, event, product, in terms of the CO2 emissions part of it. But what is important is there are two aspects to it in terms of when we talk about green communication. We need to look at energy efficiency connected in two ways. One is greening the ICTs, or in specific here we are talking about the communications, but ICT and communications, it's just not, they are inseparable. So they are both integral part of it. There is no way you can have ICT separate from communication. So one is how do we greening the ICTs, and the second aspect, we can't always take the blame. So we also take some credit is that how we are going to green the world through ICTs. So look at both the aspects of it. Just don't look at how do I reduce the, which is obviously very, very important, is that how do I reduce my carbon emission because of my action in going through the new, we are so euphoric about going into the next generation, sixth generation communication system. But how do I reduce my carbon footprint? That's one aspect of it. But at the same time, we also need to look at, take responsibility or help in reducing this through ICT. How do we reduce the greenhouse effects? So both aspects have to be looked at, and then we'll have to look at it. And what is important is that I'll not go into technology aspects of it. I'm sure you're going to be discussing it, because I go into that the whole day will go. So we will have to just look at the holistic picture of this communication system of how do we reduce the greenhouse effects. It's not just I reduce. We looked at cognitive radio, spectral efficiency, how many bits per second per hertz. We need to define in terms of, we define spectral efficiency as bits per second per hertz. We need to now define that as Dr. Raju mentioned about it, how much of my carbon footprint because of every bit. So that efficiency also has to be defined, and then in combination, they are both supporting each other. So we'll have to look at both the combination of that. And then I simply don't do something such that I reduce. I look at one subsystem in my company. Let's say I say that I will reduce the major contributor in this greenhouse in any mobile communication system is the base station. My G node B, how much I'm reducing my emissions. And then in that, of course, my major contribution comes from my power amplifier. How do I do some back off in that one? How do I improve my efficiency of the system, or I do some pre-distortion so that I work at the saturation level, or whatever aspects of that I consider that. But I also need to look at what is the significance of that in the subsequent system and the overall picture. The holistic picture of the system is the most critical part of it, which we need to look at it. For example, if I just look at how do I do that, I increase my spectral efficiency and my coverage. I don't spread my signal everywhere, and I go into massive MIMO and ultra massive MIMO subsequently in 6G. And then I go into beamforming technologies. And so I have massive MIMO, multiple input, multiple output. But because to sustain that, if I have a chain of large number of chain of RFE systems which I'll have to put, is that the best way of doing it? Or the second way is that we look at how do I shift my system, because it's the most inefficient system, because I'll have to put an air conditioner, and then for the whole power consumption of, it's not the communication system, the large amount of power is consumed in the air conditioning system that is put. And then we have calculated in our companies that if in a remote location in a base station, if I put my base station and then I have to sustain that one, even to generate power for that, I'll have to run my, how much of carbon emission happens because of the truck which takes the diesel to that particular point to generate, to keep my remote base station on. You have to take the whole holistic picture of all the carbon emission that happens. People have calculated it. And then if I, instead of that, the processing, I push it into the cloud, which we are doing now, CRAN, that centralized RAN and cloud RAN, when we are trying to put it, then am I increasing my, I just shifting my carbon emission from one location to the another center, and the data centers are the real guzzlers, and then they are going to increase the carbon emission from there. I just shifted my problem. I said that I have reduced my carbon footprint here, but I have shifted it to the data center. So whether I'm going to push it into the cloud and increase the data, so we'll have to look at the overall picture of everything. But just some statistics is that the contribution to the greenhouse gases in 2020, data centers is 45%. Communication networks is 24%, desktop 7%, laptop 6%, display 7%. and now the smartphones is 11%. So if you look at the whole picture, and then each one contributes to reducing it, and what are the methods? Of course, there are excellent research work which is being done at reducing my carbon footprint at my G node base, or whether I push the whole thing into remote radio heads and then use that, or I just shift my whole processing part of it, large number of processing that is to be done in the, whether I push it to the cloud or I put it at the mobile edge computing, and then as you are going to discuss about AI and ML, how it is going to increase the efficiency of the system at everywhere, every section of the thing, whether my mobile edge computing reduces the carbon footprint, or at the data center, or at my the base station and the point where I have to do the transmission. Every aspect of it has to be looked into it, and I'm sure this conference, because I go into each of those things, we can calculate every stage at my right from my radio chain itself, where I specialize. I just look at each of those aspects. How do I reduce my carbon footprint? We can calculate that. Whether I use gallium nitride is the best method, or I go in CMOS, or when I go to millimeter wave, which is the device which I use, which is the circuit I use, which is the system, what is the kind of feed I am going to do, whether I do a hybrid MIMO or which method I use. At every section we can do the optimization. We were trying to do this optimization both in terms of spectral efficiency of increasing my throughput, but now I had to look purely in terms of what is my efficiency of the system, and then